Hello and welcome to a very special podcast episode. This lovely young man is not Karin. This is my oldest son, Ethan, and you are going to hear about why he is doing the episode with me today, and I'm really excited about this. All right, welcome to this week's episode where I am talking with my oldest son, Ethan, who is now my very first homeschool graduate, and this is super exciting. We started homeschooling when Ethan was in first grade, and we did 1 month of first grade, and he's been homeschooled ever since. You say hi.
Hello.
Hello, that's he. So he's graduating this year, and I thought it'd be really fun to get his opinion on his homeschool experience and his journey with it, and just so you can kind of hear his take on it. So he started in first grade, right? And he's gone through and kind of talk about his journey was. So Ethan's a good sport, and this is not something he really wanted to do.
I am uncomfortable enough.
Yeah, he is way more introverted than I am, which is awesome. He adds great balance to our family. So I am really grateful for him for doing this because I know it's not what he loves to do. So thank you very much, E. So he homeschools, let's see, from the beginning of first grade, and then the middle of the 10th grade year, he went to an online school and did that for a semester. And then his junior and senior year, he went to a local charter school that was just on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he just did a couple classes there. And most of them were concurrent enrollment classes or university classes. So he was able to get his high school diploma in 2.5 years, which is amazing. He's worked super hard. And he's graduating with about 36 to 40 college credits. Mm-hmm. So super proud of him. He's worked really hard. Are you ready for school to be over?
Yes.
Yeah? You ready for the summer?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah. So do you have anything fun you want to do if we're not quarantined still this summer? Or just relax?
Relax, hang out with the family, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to ask Ethan some questions about his homeschool experience. So let's start, E, with, do you remember much about he went to 2 years of preschool and kindergarten, I stuttered, and kindergarten. Do you remember much about those?
All I really remember was play around, jump on giant tires they had.
That's right, your kindergarten had a big fun playground,
yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so not a whole lot, it was just kind of fun.
I still remember drawing a lot of pictures. One of them was Uncle Olby in his underwear and Vicky the vulture.
Oh, I remember that. That was your first year of preschool. You would paint those things.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun. When he learned to write his name, I just assumed my child was a prodigy and a genius. And I carried it around in my wallet for a long time. Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
You kept it in your burrito wallet.
In the big wallet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so E, what is one of your favorite memories of being homeschooled?
The hiking. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, we do a lot. We're outdoors a lot, right?
But it could have also be Battle of the Brains.
Oh, yes. Battle of the Brains is fun. There's a whole podcast episode on Battle of the Brains that you can hear about. But hiking, we did a lot of nature study type stuff. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily going out and drawing things, even though we did that a little bit. But the really exploring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more exploring type stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That's fun. I like that stuff too. All right, if you could have changed anything about your homeschool journey, what would you have changed?
Myself being more teachable. I don't really have any bad memories of homeschooling. It's just when I resisted and in my own ways that things went bad.
So
I'm not saying you did anything
wrong. No, I know
wrong.
what you're saying. So do you feel like you've learned to be teachable now?
Yes.
Yeah, so just it was kind of part of the process of learning that skill. Yeah. That's awesome. Ethan is he's a gem to teach. He's an awesome firstborn because you're super obedient. So that was really nice for me. But yeah, that's a great skill that you've worked on mastering, huh? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Okay, what was your least favorite thing about being homeschooled? I didn't want to put this question in, but I decided to go ahead.
Okay, my least favorite thing about homeschool, let's see. It was probably that I couldn't get away with anything. I couldn't get in trouble without you knowing. I couldn't get away with a remark.
I see.
Mhm.
So you couldn't get away with stuff that
Yeah.
you like always had to face your consequences.
Yep.
All right, that's all right. Okay, while homeschooling, what was your favorite book? And I already had him specify, not his. Actually, do both. Do your favorite book you read for homeschool and your favorite book to just read. For
Okay.
Fun.
My favorite books, I would not specify. No, wait, I would. Is Taran Wanderer in the Prydain series.
Yeah, the Chronicles of Prydain. I think I've talked about that before in a different episode, but that was a read aloud we did. We actually had Dad read that one aloud.
Yeah, and then I read them 5 times in a row without realizing it.
They're good books, huh?
Yeah.
So what was your favorite book you've just read just on your own?
Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, you love. Why do you love Sherlock Holmes so much?
Lots of interesting information.
Do you like the mystery of it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the information that's surprisingly accurate.
Very cool. All right, what was your favorite subject, either that we did as a group or that you studied individually?
Let's see here. I would say the Battle of the Brains again.
What was your favorite subject, though?
Oh, my favorite subject? When you would read the Apologia science books to us.
Yes, you always loved science. I was wondering, too, if mythology was something you loved. Remember how much you used to read those?
Yeah, but I never really did read them during the time. I only read stuff like Percy Jackson.
No, but remember you did like Egyptian mythology and Norse mythology and Greek mythology and Roman mythology. So I thought maybe that would be something that you liked, but you like science better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. So a couple years ago, you went from being 100% homeschooled with me to online school and then doing school twice a week. So how was the adjustment of all of a sudden having assignments due at a certain time and having a teacher to report to?
Very annoying.
Why?
was. I was on their schedule. I could not adapt. I had to wait on their words, and I depended on their opinion. It doesn't matter if my information was accurate or not. It was just their opinion.
Do you feel like you've had a positive experience at the
Yes.
school?
Yes, I do.
What are the positive things that came from it?
I knew the system of how they did stuff, so I could so I knew how to get the good grades, and it was fun just to be with the other kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't get to go. He doesn't have. I thought, how funny. My one kid who probably would have had a graduation ceremony with the pandemic. We are not having a graduation ceremony, so the irony of that. But they also had to cancel prom and everything else. So,
Imagine my sorrow.
yeah, Ethan was going to be good sport and go, but like I said, he's introverted, so he prefers to just kind of do his own thing. Okay, let's see. Next question. Do you feel like you missed out on anything growing up by being homeschooled?
No.
What do you feel like you gained then?
Let's see here. In comparison to other families, ours is good. We are balanced, and we don't have issues with each other.
So maybe our family learned how to get along really well?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you want to, like when you get married, do you want your children to be homeschooled?
Yes, because of everything that is happening to me during homeschooled, and in comparison to public school, I would rather have kids who love me and I knew how, let me say this right.
Okay.
I would rather have kids to love me and I know how to love them and care for them than to simply see them only on weekends or after I get home from work.
Oh, yeah. So having more time with them. I've told my kids too, if they'll homeschool their kids, I will do a grandma day and we'll take their kids or go do something fun with them. So give the wives a break, or if you're the homeschooler, to give you a break. Let's see. So our family dynamic, like you were just saying, we've learned how to get along really well. And a big part of that is levels of liberty. And levels of liberty, there's a whole podcast episode, a few episodes back, about that, if you're curious what that is. But it's a big part of our homeschool and things you were studying and reading. So what are your thoughts on having levels of liberty part of our family culture?
Very good. The meetings are long, but...
The family meetings?
Yes. But the levels of liberty, I feel like I've earned it. I feel proud to be high as I am, and I really love it, having the freedom.
Yeah. So, what are some of the skills that you had the hardest mastering when you were working on your levels of liberty?
Daily habits of cleaning,
Yeah.
zit wash.
Face wash. Yeah. So, just maybe hygiene stuff, just making that a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I think you've always been good about getting your schoolwork done.
Yeah.
But you've also learned really good skills with your finances
Mm-hmm.
and tracking and doing all that cool stuff. So that's awesome. So Ethan is preparing to move out of the house later this year, hopefully, if the pandemic is over, cross our fingers. And he is working on serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So do you feel like some of the skills you had for levels of liberty have helped prepare you to move out of the house?
Yes, I feel like I can actually move out without worry about forgetting something.
Yeah. So just like little things of laundry and cleaning and cooking for yourself. Do you feel like, how do you feel like that you've done with mastering your emotions and being able to, like, if you're on your mission and somebody slams the door in your face, do you feel like you have the skills to emotionally handle that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you'll do?
Think about it calmly and analyze it, I guess. Like putting the anger into a bottle, then break it and shatter it down. And when the anger comes out, there's nothing but dust.
Ethan loves to speak in analogies, right? And in stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So learning how to just kind of process it and feel it.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So anything else you want to add about your homeschool journey?
Anything I would have liked to add to it?
Or just like your thoughts, like, you know what, I really think this was probably one of my favorite parts, or this is something else I really enjoyed, or something that came out of being homeschooled more than just education.
I really enjoyed the flexibility. There was a couple of times you tried to teach us while we were on vacation, but
it didn't work.
Nope.
But yeah, A for effort, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is my son Ethan, and thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Like I said, he really did not want to do this, but he's such a good sport, and I asked him nicely one time and he said sure. So thank you for sharing some of your thoughts and feelings on your homeschool journey, and honestly it has been a treat and a joy to have this with you. And it's awesome that you really only get 18 years and then they start moving out. So I'm really grateful on my perspective, on my end, that I've had all this time with you and to really have a relationship with you and know you. So thank you for allowing me to homeschool you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
All right, friends, thank you so much for listening, and we'll have a new episode for you next week. Have a great day.